York. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
Can you be pro-black and be in an interracial relationship? I love the instrumental. It's amazing. That is the instrumental for This Is America by Childish Gambino, who is dating a woman who is not black. And the internets have began to discuss it. How dare they? My first response was, many of y'all black women that was mad at Donald Glover for dating outside weren't even paying attention, or probably interested in the weirdo black kid who wore short gym shorts and flip-flops and had bad body odor 4 years ago.
I don't know about bad body odor.
He had bad body odor, son.
He was a little stinky.
It was crazy.
I don't know.
Y'all was not trying to holler at Donald Glover if he was like, hey, nice to meet you.
Well, here's the funk.
Y'all was like, yo, what is that tartness you have going on, sir? We can't possibly proceed with any romantic interactions with you smelling this way, sir. But the conversation is around pro-blackness and interracial dating. Can you be both and do both? Jay in Connecticut, do you have a problem with people dating outside of their race?
All right, so first I want to, say what up to everybody. I needed y'all. I appreciate you guys allowing the right person to answer this question, because you will get a lot of individuals that get on the radio, whatever, and they just flirt.
Well, Jay, if you don't hurry up and answer,
Get to the point.
we may not get
I
that.
do. It has to be a problem.
Tell me why.
And it has to be a problem because the moment black people, melanated people, African Americans in this nation decide to do for their own, it's looked at as a poison. It's looked at as
by whom?
Something that has to be a virus.
It's looked
right
at
away.
By whom? Who is it looked at by that way?
In a virus, and it's a threat to white culture. It's a threat.
So you're saying
right after,
white supremacists look at it this way?
No, it's in a sense, because the second what these artists and these athletes have to understand, that the white woman is the insurance policy. She's the insurance policy for the white man. No disrespect, but the moment these people make all this money, you got to understand that they're looking at the black man as somebody that is going to make money. We're going to give you this loan, but the moment you die, we need that insurance policy to get our money back, at least to a percent, to get the money back into our neighborhood.
Right. So Jay, what you're saying is there are individuals who prey on black men with money so that they can get basically their money that they're making to keep it in the white communities and not allow it to go into the black communities. That's
exactly. They would not want it to be funded. Yes, because you got to understand that I'm giving you a couple million. I'm giving you a couple $1 million, a lot of millions of dollars.
So is it possible that you could just love someone outside your race? That's not possible?
Okay, so
is that possible?
I know, and I'm gonna say it again. No,
okay,
I'm gonna have to say no.
Then let's move on. Let's move on.
So now there will be in this dialogue, as this dialogue opens up, people who will now start to talk about the Stockholm syndrome, right? Which is now you fall in love with and start dating your oppressor.
Okay. Well, I listen, it's fine for you to play crazy with everyone. I'm not playing crazy. So we should have known the second he went, yo, it's lucky that you're talking to the right person to discuss this.
Hey, don't discredit Jay, even though he never answered the question.
That was psychobabble, guys. That was psychobabble.
Let's go to Nico.
What's going on? What's going on, guys? Good morning.
Good morning, Nico. Do you have a problem with people dating outside their race?
I don't got a problem with it. It's just, I think the way society is leading, what we're leading to with society, you look at it, white people are the minority right now. 50, 80 years from now, they're going to be a bigger minority. I think that, the people that are having mixed children nowadays, they're just trying to sympathize. Black people would never accept it. You see growing up that your black child is not accepted. So now having a white wife, your white wife is gonna want that mixed child to be accepted. You understand what I'm saying?
So you're saying that people are dating outside their race so that they can have children that are more accepted in society?
Not 100%, but yeah, in a way, like I said, I think it's a subconscious thing more than a conscious thing.
Okay. Can I just ask you? Can I
right.
simplify the question, Ebro?
Yes.
Because I think
It's getting deep.
it's getting
right?
deep. Real quick, the question really is: can Childish Gambino be the woke dude that he clearly appears to be in This Is America, and you admire him and love him while knowing he has children with a woman who's not black? That because we saw people are upset about that.
Right, but more specifically, people are upset about a black dude dating outside the race who is quote unquote woke or pro-black. So that's why I asked the question.
I know, but they're
do
like
you
getting.
have-
We're going. People
They're going other places.
We're going other
I think
places.
it's like a.
No, they're going to places that are conspiracy theories where they think that
Right.
people are plotting this mixed race thing as a way to either be accepted in society in the future as more races mix, right? And or they're going to places with regard to some real like subversive, sinister plans.
But I think perception. I think it's more of a perception thing in general. It just doesn't look good to people.
Tyler
You know
in
what
New
I'm
Jersey. Oh, Tyler, I can't come
Plainly
here.
speaking.
Your thing is too loud there. Sal
Sal,
from
yeah.
York. Sal, what's going on, brother? You say you don't have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with it at all. However, I think it is a way to have both feet, you know what I'm saying, on both sides. You can't be fully pro-black if you're not marrying black, procreating black. You know, I think it's like being affiliated with a gang.
So let me ask you this: in your mind, basically, wow. In your mind, basically, black people are completely African, and they've never been mixed. There's never been mixed dating in the black race before.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying if you're pro-black, 100% pro-black, you're gonna marry black, you're gonna procreate, you're gonna make black kids. Now, there's no issue at all with marrying or loving outside of your race, but you still can't be fully.
I hear what he's
saying.
saying.
Just like
that makes that actually makes sense. You're not saying you endorse that, but you're saying that if that is what your priority is being pro-black, not being pro-equality, not being pro everyone being together. Your number one quality is being pro-black. Then why would you not try to continue to push black forward? Correct.
But Shawnee is
Exactly.
a black man, and he married somebody who's not black.
Someone could argue that in that
And
sense,
Shawnee,
Shawnee's
are
not
you
completely
pro-black?
pro-black.
I'm pro-black all day, and my wife is Indian from the East. But it's the perception, and I've said it before. Like, how many votes would Barack Obama really get if his wife wasn't black? Right? You want to see black excellence. That's what people want to see. Black excellence, black love. You've seen black love, trending for a while now. It's because when two black people love each other and you see that connection, it feels good. When you see two people, you see somebody that is pro or black just look like a black representation, and they have a white woman next to them, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like they're really connected to the culture.
And you think that's why Barack Obama got all the votes he got?
He got a ton of votes because of that. Because if he had a Melania or a white woman,
Melania's a different.
Well, no, it would have.
And he did. And by the way, he did.
There's something deeper there. There's something deeper there. And it goes back to what you said about perception, right? Because someone who appears to be black, being with someone they're supposed to be with, is more accepting. And that's the real issue, right? That's why this Kanye West conversation is coming up. That's why the conversation around Donald Glover is coming up, is because we are all caught in these boxes that we've been programmed to stay in. And when you see something that doesn't fit your box, or hear a song that doesn't necessarily fit into a category, or eat at a restaurant that is some fusion that you've never had before, or these things go places that you've never experienced culture before, right? There's some shock there. And that's the problem that we're hearing and seeing in America, and we're hearing from these callers, is people are having a problem adjusting to the new reality and the new world where cultures, religions, and races are mixing. And that's on every side. And you know what this is? Cast One. This is America. And it's a problem, B. It's a problem at major levels. That's why you hear these, like you said, psychobabble. Because people are really caught down in the psychobabble.
Do you know who those people? You know who those people? That first caller we got. Do you know who that is? That dude, that mentality that he had, born happening to be white, is a dude who's in a meeting in a southern place talking about black people we need to stay away from. They're trying to poison our race. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. Listen, I can't.
And Rosenberg, to help you out a little bit, it is the same thing on the surface, but you have a group of people, and not just black people, because feminism, right, is a gender feeling like they've been under attack, and we need to band together and make sure that we're not being oppressed anymore, right? In black communities around the country, the reason this culture and these ideas exist is because you have people who have felt like, oh, we're
suppressed.
Okay.
We're oppressed.
We're okay to run fast on your fields and make money. We're okay to make songs that you can dance to, and that's the point of this song. It's all good when black people are the face of everything and we're dancing and da. But as soon as black people start really talking about the pain and everything, it's not good anymore. It's not good. Now it's a problem. And now the world...
Yeah, but you're just giving justification to people having
I'm saying
thoughts like that.
No, I'm saying that's where it comes from.
You're explaining it.
Yes.
And I appreciate the explanation. I get it.
You don't have to accept it. I'm just telling you
why
that's
it's there.
Where it comes from.
I agree with that 100%.
But the problem of not accepting it on both sides. How many times I got on this radio and go, yo, I understand how white people go, yo, I want to just date and marry an Italian. I just want to marry a German. I just want to I understand it's cultural. Like, I see you, you see me, I get where it comes from, right? I understand that. Those are the roots of why we get put in our corners and don't come together and talk. Is because we're not all accepting of the pain and the different things that we're going through. That's all. We're not accepting. And while it may sound like psychobabble, that idea came from somewhere.
I agree.
That happened to someone.
But at a certain point, my problem is the history is legitimate. I'm not denying it, but the time that we're on this earth, and this is where I believe, I don't want to speak for you, Shawnee, I believe this is from hearing Shawnee over the years, Shawnee, who is very into all things black and understanding every bit of history. At the end of it, life is short. And he ended up with a woman who he loved.
Yeah,
and there wasn't
Right,
connection is the number one thing.
But Shawnee sees outside of the box of race and culture.
Of course.
He married a woman whom he thought was beautiful, who was also melanated, and it goes beyond just a black or race thing. It goes to a connection thing, a universal connection.
But Shawnee, also, isn't your father... Your father's a pro-black man from the 60s.
Pro-black.
And so was Ebro's father.
Right, and both of them.
Yes.
And my three younger brothers are half white.
He married
a
white
father
woman.
Ended up with a white woman. So, I mean, I've been exposed to people just connect. And he said, look, when I was young, I was a separatist. He said that was his thing. He believed in Malcolm X, and it was like all that brotherly love, everybody get together, that wasn't his thing. But as he got older, he evolved. And he started connecting with people based on who they were. Because I questioned him, too. He looked at I was walking with him down the street, I might have been 13, and there was a black man walking with a white woman. And he said, 30 years ago, I'd have called that dude a sellout. I looked at him like, so what happened? Because he with a white woman now.
Right.
He said, look, I grew up. I evolved. I started connecting with people because of their heart. And I was like, all right.
My dad said the same exact thing.
And so did Malcolm X when he came back from Mecca, when he saw people
because
praying
what you
together.
end up realizing is skin folk ain't necessarily kinfolk. Just because somebody looks like you don't mean they for you.
Hasn't that become abundantly clear recently?
Let's get to the record, son.
That's racist.